The 2-week pay period, invented in 1938 and still making us wait until daily pay, where everyone can access their money on demand. This is the future of pay. Learn more at dailypay.com. Transfer fee may apply.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast instead of doom scrolling? Smart move. Another smart move? Getting help from one of State Farm's 19,000 local agents when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, a podcast dedicated to the history and lore of the Final Fantasy series. Join us as we take a deep dive into the different worlds, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and with me today is neither Steven or Trey, because they have life stuff going on right now. But with me is one of my good patrons, Purple Archer.
Today I'm a substitute. Let's do it.
You are a substitute. You're subbing in for Trey and Steven. And from what I was told, he has plenty of notes to carry both of them forward. So we're good with that. I know you would have more than Steven and Trey, so.
Probably. If you want to learn about Fal'Cie and Lasib, oh boy, I got you.
So we are again doing our locations, and this week's is Final Fantasy XIII. Now I will say I'm on the fence if I'm going to do 13, 2, and 3 because they're all in the same world. I mean, all of them have different locations, but it's all roughly the same.
It's more of like time because there's time shifts and time affects the locations, but relatively all the ones that appear in 13 kind of come back. They reuse the assets.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like kind of like debating if I'm going to do 13-2 and Lightning Returns. I feel like there's not really a need for it in my opinion, and we'll just move on, do the main capitals of 14, and then get back into the main games of 15 and 16. Those games will take a while.
Oh yeah.
15 and 16 for sure. But, we are doing Final Fantasy XIII today. So, to kick things off, we have the Land of Cocoon. And yes, 13's naming is really weird. It's a really weird name scheme they did with a lot of stuff in this. Which Cocoon is a floating continent in the world of FF13. It floats in the sky above the land of Grand Pulse, simply known as Pulse to the people of Cocoon, like a low-hanging moon. Cocoon's altitude from Grand Pulse is about the arm's length of the Fal'Cie Titan, and is about the size of the real world North America. Although Cocoon has the appearance of a small planetoid, it is a hollow and its inhabitants live inside the shell, making it similar in concept to a Dyson sphere. Cocoon is a futuristic paradise filled with highly advanced technology, which protects it against the supposed intruders of the planet below. It is ruled by the Sanctum. Yeah. It's a giant, literally it's called Cocoon because it's a legit cocoon. It's just a giant sphere.
Very Star Wars-esque too. Like the kind of
I was thinking like Destiny. Think of the Traveler from Destiny. It's literally that.
True.
Just not planet-sized. But of the time travel element in 13. Yeah, Cocoon, yeah. It's a writing device, yeah. Cocoon is a protective element. Plot armor. So the next location we have is Hanging Edge. Is a series of high roads and railways at Cocoon's outer rim, is used as a bustling metropolis and was abandoned after the War of Transgression, and since has been a restricted zone, blocked by barriers, and only authorized vehicles can pass through. It compromises the first chapter, and as the Crystarium system is yet to be unlocked, enemies fought here give no experience. which sucks.
Yeah, it's just, I mean,
Here's
the
a prologue
beginning,
tutorial.
the beginning
That's
of the
literally
game,
what
it's
this
just like
is.
mash auto attack and just get through it until you get to the fun,
Right.
and it takes a while.
And for everybody who doesn't know what the War of Transgression was, it is a war fought between Cocoon and Grand Pulse between 600 and 700 years prior to the events of 13. So, yeah, it was just, here's a gigantic, like, war, like any other Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, everyone has it.
So the next location is Pulse Vestige, identified as the Pulse Fallacy or Lower World Vestige, in the location named Pop-Up, which is a location in Cocoon, is a large towering structure originating from Grand Pulse with a maze inside. It is located in Baldham before being moved to the Hanging Edge by SciComm. The Pulse Fallacy Anima resides inside it. Due to the story importance, the Pulse Vestige is featured in all flashback scenes set in Baldham, and the Pulse Vestige is an unrevisable location and comprised the second chapter. And since the Crystarium system is yet to be unlocked, enemies in the Pulse Vestige give no CP. It is the best location to farm Shrouds, which is a 12% drop chance increases to 96% with 0-star battles.
And I think the fallacy that brings it from Bodum to Hanging Edge, I think it was Protera. Like,
I believe so. I can't remember on the top of my head. It's been so long since I played 13. And then for everybody, Shrouds is a special class of consumable in 13, which bestows temporary benefits on the party as they enter battle. So, if you want to farm buffs, this is the place to get buffs. If you went through this chapter and like no tomorrow, like I did, you miss out on it.
Nope, no going back.
Now we have Lake Brescia, which is a lake on Cocoon's outer rim, directly underneath the Hanging Edge. Runes are scattered around the shore. Lake Brescia is crystallized when the Fallacy Anima crash lands there after being defeated by Lightning and her companions. Lake Brescia is an unrevisable location and comprised in the third chapter. The Crystarium system is unlocked at the start of the chapter, and the party's base paradigm roles become available, and enemies now give CP.
Yeah, because that's I believe that was when Anima turns the gang into all into Lassie, right? And they give them their purpose of destroying or starting Ragnarok or whatever. There's a lot of Norse callbacks in these games.
Oh yeah, the
Like
13 series is heavily. I think they really heavily based it on Norse mythology. Because I mean they like to do different story elements of other cultures and different games. So, and for CP, everybody, CP is the ability points or AP that you would get in previous games to unlock abilities and stuff like that. Essentially, your experience points to get new stuff. So,
yep. Use them in the Crystarium shop or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. And the paradigm is a party composition based on your roles. So you pre-set up 6 paradigms outside of battle, and then you can switch between them using certain button layouts and whatnot.
Which is kind of like I guess a little bit of like an evolution of X2's job switching, like what Yuna would do.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like the same thing.
Well, Riku says
Sphere
Grid
3.0.
3.0. And then, Mr. Evilist Crystarium points is what CP is called. But they just changed it to CP for game-wise. It's like, oh, we have Crystarium, so it's Crystarium points or CP instead of action points or ability points or some BS thing they use in old games.
Yeah,
So...
Game companies got to stop labeling their points CP. COD does the same thing and people come. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll move
Or
on.
it could be worse. You could be Pokemon. You could do
PP.
PowerPoint, and it's literally PP is abbreviated, and then everybody just laughs at it because
Oh man, I don't have enough
that.
PP.
You said it, not me.
PP is life, Riku.
Nah, PP is life. Hey, I mean, if you played Pokemon since the very beginning, yeah, that's true. And boom. You guys are welcome for that funny take there. Now we have Baldham, also as Bodam in Japan, is location 13, is the hometown of Lightning, her sister Sarah, Sarah's fiance Snow Villers, and the resistance group Nora. Bodam is the seaside town that before the purge contained Pulse Vestige. Baldham is famous for its long white beaches and the actual fireworks display. It is a popular tourist destination, seeing that the Arud Gorge power plant, another tourist attraction, is located nearby. The town is guarded by the local Guardian Corps group, where Lightning works as a soldier, according as the image from the Final Fantasy XIII scenario Ultima. Bodham is located on an island. Bodham is briefly playable during the flashback when playing as Snow, but otherwise is an unvisible location.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bodum is kind of like the state, which makes me just wish we got to explore it more because it's a really pretty environment. It's like we
Yes.
barely get to see it.
I said Snow's last name right? Villers?
Miller. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Evil is saying Villers sounds like something Homelander would say. Oh, I did say right. All right, cool.
Oh, it's the home base in 13 too. Actually didn't. Okay, I skipped 13-2 and went straight to Lightning Returns. It's awful, I know, but it was
That's
just
fair.
the next successful one.
Yeah, he didn't include his last name in the show notes. Last name in the wait, what? I'm lost. Okay,
Didn't
whatever.
include Snow's last name in the show notes.
I don't know. I have it in the notes here, right here. I'm reading it. All right. So now we have Vile Peaks, which is an optional location, and well, it's a location 13 and an optional location in 13.2. Is a range of mountainous peaks in Cocoon formed mostly of scrap metal. After the war, transgression supplies were raided from Grand Pulse to repair the damage from Cocoon that sustained. The junk was dumped at the Vile Peaks, and thus junk-filled terrain contains dilapidated pulsing machines. Am I seeing that right? Yeah.
Dilapidated? I don't know.
I don't know. They're destroyed pulsing machines who constantly fight and lingering cocoon robots. Oh, wow. They're all messed up. The Vile Peaks is an unvisible location in 13 and comprised the fourth chapter. In 13.2, visiting the Vile Peaks is optional and is unlocked in the Historia Crux by using wild artifacts on the gates leading to Vile Peaks 010 AF via Academy 4XX AF and 200 AF or via the Arclight Step.
Yeah. It's basically just like the junkyard. You don't really. I mean, you spend time there, but you don't really get to explore. You don't get to explore a lot of these places just because of how linear the game is.
Yeah, out of all the Final Fantasies, 13 is very linear when it comes to the story and how the game was made at the time.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of fits just how the story, because the story is not really a big fantasy. It's more of a character-driven, like I guess thriller, you'd say. Like they're all on the run. So they're not going to stay in one place for very long. But yeah, once you hit Grand Pulse, it's when the game really starts, Riku. Just takes so long.
Took a swig of water and it went down the wrong hole. Oh my god. Went down my windpipe. That sucked. Oh. Anyway, hang on. Oh, trust me, Sharp, I'm not trying to die. I have so much I'm still trying to live for, I swear. I haven't gotten to do anything with my voice acting career yet. So, yeah, I'm not dying. So now we have the Gopra Whitewood, the proto.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, it's hitting me
At least
hard.
wait till after the show to die.
Wait till after the show. No, I'm not doing that. All right, so we have the Grappa Whitewood, the proto-ecology belt, which is located in Cocoon, somewhere in the proto-ecology belt. Lightning and Hope travel through it after leaving the Vile Peaks. The trees are a mixture of crystals and machinery, and various monsters are held behind barriers. The main purpose of the area is to house monsters. The sanctum is to experiment on and turn into bioweapons. It serves as a border zone, separating the Vile Peaks from Pal Emporium. Grappa Whitewood is an unrevisable location that comprises the 5th chapter.
Pretty much just slave base, or just like a jail for the monsters where they get to experiment.
So, yeah, just like any other location in Final Fantasy XIII, a lot of locations are unrevisable because of a linear story path. Though, granted, a lot of games during this time in, the 360 PS3 era, a lot of games were linear.
Oh, the Bulbasaur looking one. I know what you're talking about, Evil Aztec. That because it actually forces you to stop pressing just an auto attack.
Oh, it does it? I don't remember that one.
Well, I mean, you could usually just get by using just auto attack, but that was when they really like required you to change your paradigms up and strategize for once.
Gotcha. So now we have the Palipolium. So I'm saying that right? Paliporum?
Yeah, Palapolum. That's
Palapolum.
Hope's homeworld.
Which is a port city in Cocoon and Hope's. Estum's hometown. The city is a lively marketplace, said to be uncommon in a world where most people use online shopping, and thus called the capital of commerce. Palporum is an unrevisable location, and that comprises the 7th chapter, and represents the halfway point. In Final Fantasy XIII 2, it acts as the new capital city of Cocoon, but is unvisible.
If we got to explore this place, like we get to explore Wall Market in the 7 remake, it would probably be the most entertaining part. It's actually really cool.
This is probably the most like true to our world of a city.
Yeah.
Because it's literally, hey, we do all on online shopping. It's like, oh, we do too. Whoa. So, yeah. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Couldn't remember if I actually put a mid break in this in the show notes here. I did. All right. So, and now we have the Nautilus, which is in 13, known as the capital of the entertainment of Cocoon. Nautilus, the home of the popular Pampa Sanctra Parade, and houses an amusement park featuring tamed chocobos of a smaller build that more than their grand pulse of variety is known as the City of Dreams and is shaped similar to the Nautilus shell. Nautilus is unrevisable location and comprises the 8th chapter.
I think this is wasn't that where Saz and Vanille get kind of captured and they're held on the ship over there? Was it in Nautilus?
I think so. That sounds about
I'm
right.
sure Boom knows this. Like,
yeah, they can. That they know on the top of their heads. I don't remember on the top of my head. I have so much game knowledge in my brain. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. Riku says he wants to confirm.
All right.
So then we have Limbloom, which is Guardian Corps' cavalry airship under the command of Sid Raines. This massive airship serves as the docking base for all other airships in its fleet in the base of the cavalry. Final Fantasy XIII Ultima Omega reveals the Palamecia is, in fact, a fallacy made into an airship. Whether the same is true for the emblem is unknown, but its shape does somewhat resemble the crest of Linza, as is a common for cocoon fallacy.
Nice. No. Lindblom isn't the one that's a repurposed fallacy. I think that's the Sanctum ship.
Right.
Yeah. Dang it. I gotta replay these games.
Right? I know. And they're only on PC or Xbox 360 / through backwards compatible on all the Xbox consoles.
Saz looks like ludicrous.
Oh, God.
If you can get
It's the
ludicrous to
hair.
put a little chicken in his hair, I will pay you money to give me that image.
Oh, my God. Now we have the Palamercia, which is a SciComm airship that serves as a base for the Sanctum Sky Fleet. Is first seen moving the Pulse Vestige through the Hanging Edge, and later is where is the Saz Katzroy and Obra Dia Manel are held after being captured by Geonabat and Nautilus. So, in Final Fantasy XIII Ultima Omega is revealed that the Palacia is a fallacy modified by the Sanctum military to use an airship. On the underside of the ship, one can see the shape of a face, which is the mark of the cocoon fallacy. The reveal the Palacia is a fallacy seems to be contradict its data log entry that mentions the craft is an anti-pulse juggernaut built using the latest military technology. The Palacia is a unrevisable location and comprises the 9th chapter. And yeah, Riku's saying SciComm sounds like a branch of the government that's not supposed to know about. It's like, yeah, kinda.
Kind of is.
It's S.H.I.E.L.D. from Marvel. That's what Sharp says. Well,
There's a way to look at it.
next we have the 5th arc, which is a decrepit building the party crashes into after escaping the Palacia. The final 5th arc originates from Grand Halls, whose fallacy constructed numerous arcs and now lie hidden around the world. Their original purpose is shrouded in mystery, but as known arcs were used to train Icy to become strong enough to fulfill their focus. The area contains tunnels, which remnants of trains like present-day subways, and modern-day skyscrapers similar to those in the Yashka's Massifs. The 5th arc is an unrevisable location that comprises the 10th chapter. So, yeah. And the Yashka Massif is a location in Grand Pulse, which we'll go over later. So.
Yeah.
Did Ben call them icy?
Did you
Yeah,
say
I
icy?
did because is it L? Oh, it's an L, isn't it?
It's Lassie. Yeah.
Lassie. Okay,
I was a
so
little confused.
the way they have it freaking spelled looks like a capital I. I'm sorry, Lassie. I'm sorry, guys. It's Lassie. I apologize. Thank you for catching me that. But the way it's like when I look at it, it looks like a capital I. So, meh. Anyway, hey, I had that. That was the first freaking like word mix-up I really had.
No, now they're just always going to be known as Icy, says Sharp.
Yeah, they're frozen ices, man. Gotta like the ices. Now we have Eden, known as the seat of the Sanctum, which is the capital city of Cocoon, named after its patron Fallacy of the same name. It serves as the center of Cocoon's governing body. The Sanctum is also has a university which Sarah Farron planned to attend. Eden floats in the sky high over Cocoon, and thus is the only be reached by airship or a railway connected to Palapolum. Eden comprised the game's 12th chapter.
And the Falsey Eden that it's named after is like one of the more important ones because it siphons the power from, I think, Orphan into all the other fallacy. Like,
Oh, okay.
it's kind of the monitor of all of Cocoon.
Gotcha. Yeah, Eden is a huge part. Yep. Then we have Orphan's Cradle, also known as the Nascent Throne, which is the final dungeon in 13. It exists in an alternate dimension created by the Falsey Eden, accessible only by the cathedral-like room in the Sanctum building that towers over the city of Eden, called Eden Hall, actually the Falsey Eden itself. Unusual for a final dungeon, the main body of the area is one room, the Tesseract, which reconfigures itself several times. The cradle is Orphan's resting place, and the Falsey that powers Cocoon. The Falsey Eden's servants create two portals inside the first chamber, one which enables the player party to return outside Eden Hall. Another leads to the Valus Media on Grand Pulse. There's a third portal that leads to the Narthek, but it cannot be used until further into the cradle. Orphan's Cradle comprises the 13th chapter.
I'm pretty sure, if anyone has played Dissidia, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Orphan's Cradle is the stage they take from 13, where you can fight in.
Did you say
they said Tesseract.
Yes, it is. It literally is Tesseract. That's what it is. It's in here. Yes, like Marvel. I know this was a Marvel game. I mean, it's Square, so who knows? And then we have Rude Gorge, which is one of the premier tourist attractions of Cocoon. Rude Gorge sits on the site of a volcano, is the power plant generating power to the Cocoon populace, thanks to the Falsey Kujata.
Yeah.
Kujata that resides within. Although the location plays a significant role in the story, it cannot be visited during gameplay and is the only shown in cutscenes.
Kujata's the one that, he lives there. They call it the Uridise Gorge incident, I think, where Saz takes his son to go see a fallacy, and then his son actually turns into a lassie by Kajuta because he's like trying to protect himself from something. I don't know. That part's a little gray in my mind, but that part's pretty sad. I love Saz and his son's kind of relationship they have in the game.
Interesting. Yeah, the chat's blowing up with a bunch of stuff. I don't know. But at this point, we're going to take a quick mid break, and we will be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. It has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here we want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, or you can get ad-free episodes, or even join us once a month at the end of the month on the show of topic your guys' choosing. So if you listen to previous patron chats, they go pretty crazy and pretty random. Mr. Evil, don't tempt me. And you can also support us on Apple and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words. We'll read it out loud the next time on the show, as well as a nice Spotify comment, which we don't have any this week, but that's all right. And you can also find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord channel, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show, as well as a bunch of other shows, such as the other shows that I host, the Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, this podcast, the Wizard World Lorecast, the Witcher Lorecast, and now the newly added Gundam Lorecast. So if you are all into Mobile Suit Gundam, I am now doing a Gundam Lorecast. And yeah, I'm super excited for Gundam because I love Mobile Suit Gundam. And
did I miss the 14 sucks?
Well, I haven't even mentioned. You just broke it. You mentioned something.
We're in the mid break. That's gotta be something. No.
They've been testing me. They were testing me, trying me not to say anything, and you did it.
You know what you did
it. Now everybody's freaking out because I didn't say anything.
It was a setup.
It was a setup. And I think Mr. Evil, this is super off topic, asked me to like a little advice doing voiceover, voice acting and stuff like that. Find a coach, find something to do acting. You need acting skills. It's the main part of voice acting. I got a coach. Coach was not cheap. Almost done with all my sessions with my coach, so I will be auditioning for stuff here in the near future. So super excited for that. Have demos already made and professionally produced and all that, and get the right equipment because what you see me in the live streams, I'm in my own sound booth, which costs me around $300-ish, maybe a little bit more dollars to build, with moving blankets and PVC pipe. Found out when I went to Lowe's and Home Depot, PVC pipe's not cheap anymore. Found out that real quick. It's not cheap anymore like it used to be. I remember PVC pipe was like a 10-foot PVC pipe was like $1 something. Now it's like 10 something. It's not cheap.
Inflation. Everyone's
Sucks.
making their own things with it. Cosplay.
Yeah. Nah, it's expensive. All building stuff is. Yeah. I found that out the hard way. And get good equipment. Equipment's also not cheap. Like literally the entire setup. You see, like if I would show you my entire setup, it probably is worth over $3,000-$4,000 worth of stuff.
An investment.
And I'm not done. I have one major thing to buy still, so there you go. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. I love doing the voice acting stuff, and I'm excited to start into it. And it's definitely an investment on a big investment to start into, but the return is much more fulfilling. But anyway, enough about voice acting. Let's get back into Final Fantasy.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name's Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
All right, we are back, and now we are in the Grand Pulse. So, or simply known as Pulse, to the citizens of Cocoon, which is in the world of 13 and 13.2. The artificial world of Cocoon floats in its atmosphere. Grand Pulse can be considered the parallel of Cocoon as a world of natural evolution where animals and plants can grow to a tremendous sizes. Director Motomu Toriyama has compared the size of Cocoon to North America and Grand Pulse as similar in size as Earth, which is a very, very big size difference.
We're all on Cocoon on a big Grand Pulse.
Right? And also in 13, Grand Pulse comprises the 11th chapter and features a more freestyle gameplay in contrast to the linear experience of Cocoon. In 13.2, Grand Pulse is populated with many of Cocoon's former residents who moved to the lower world to build settlements because of the events of 13. Makes sense. Then we have the Valis Media, which is in Grand Pulse, is a mountainous pathway between the Arcalia Steppe and the Yashka Massif. The party first arrives at the base camp area in the beginning of Chapter 11. Hope soon vanishes after going out to search for food, and the team must search for him because he gets lost.
He's a dumb little kid.
Yeah. Daddy did. Anyway, then we have the Yasha Massif, which is also in Grand Pulse, which is in 13 and 13.2, which is a site of ruins of the city-nation of Padra, where the Farseers lived before it fell into ruin. The Padrian Archipel... God, what is... Archipolus? It's a... I've never seen this. I don't know what this word is. Which is a segment of a ruined cityscape. Some of the Pauldrian architecture resembles the remains of modern skyscrapers 10 years after the fall of Cocoon. During Final Fantasy XIII-2, soldiers and scientists from the Academy reside in Pauldra ruins and the origin site of the numerous space-time anomalies. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Sharp. I have ads on my channel because I ad revenue.
Money.
So, money. I don't do this just for free. I have to get paid somehow. Then we have the Arcalit Steppe, which is a vast grassland in the world of Grand Pulse. Is visited in Chapter 11 and be returned to the from the final dungeon, and thus being acting in the post-game area. Arcalit Steppe is where the player can do optional content in the form of the Seath Stone missions, battle ferocious monsters such as the colossal ore tortoises, and ride a chocobo to move faster and to find buried treasure. Arcalit Steppe is the single loading map, meaning it only loads once per visit, or only when the player leaves the map, or saves when it loads into a file.
Isn't this the place where you get all the side quests and stuff, where most of the grinding takes place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is grind heaven if you like to grind. Hey, yeah, I know, guys, but Twitch doesn't allow me to add things for the Patreon. That would be cool if they did, but they don't, because Twitch is Amazon owned. Now we have the Mahabra Subterra, which is in Grand Pulse as well. It is a vast network of underground tunnels carved by the Falsi Atomos, who rolls through the area. Before the War of Transgression, people used to mine precious minerals in the tunnels, but now only the remnants of mining operations can be found, including a variety of excavation robots. So, you had something to add on that?
Oh no, I was trying to. You beat me to it. The Falseal that basically created all the tunnels. You got to ride him to the next place.
Yeah. And then Riku, they made Atmos Golem from Pokemon, basically.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, he's essentially Golem. Yeah. Then we have the Suya Springs. Its waters and creatures are protected by the Fauci Bismarck. To get there from Central Expanse portion of the Arlik Steppe, one must travel through the Mahabra Subterra, whose entrance is the northern end of the steppe, and ride the Fauci Atmos.
Mm-hmm.
And Bismarck, is he a giant? Oh, he is a giant whale in this one too.
Yeah. If he sees you, he kills you.
Yeah, don't. Bismarck is terrible in every game he's in because he eats giant floating islands in 14.
Wait, really? I haven't
Yes.
seen him in 14 yet.
He's in Heaven's Ward, and he's just a giant whale.
Oh, is that the mount I keep seeing people go around on? And I'm like, that's a big guy.
That's a lunar whale. That's the reference to FF4, or is it 6? One of the two. The one that you go to space. But Bismarck is a freaking massive primal that you find in 14. Yeah, you go on his back, and you have to like attack his like back spines to like damage him.
It's a real dark retelling of Pinocchio.
Sure. Bismarck was easy. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't hard. I'm just saying that freaking he eats sky islands just for the heck of it. You can turn him into a meal. God, let's not get on that topic. Now we have the Taijin's Tower. Is a large tower amid the wilderness overlooking the village of Obera. Taijin's Tower is an ancient structure built by the Fauci for purposes unknown before serving as home to the Fauci Dahaka?
Yeah.
What once covered the pole sky is now broken and crumbling, but most of the mechanisms still function, including the living statues called Minhiram, imprisoned by Dahaka. Later, oh god, this one's gonna throw me off. Batik. I don't know how. It's Bhakti. Yeah, I don't know. Bonus tip number 10 explains that the party can climb to the top of the tower and ride the elevator back down all 7 flights, which allows the player to find a hidden 7th tier and battle an undying Sith.
Yeah, I still can't get the pronunciation right, but it's the bad ones.
Yeah,
it's the dead ones.
Sith, like Sith, like from Star Wars, but Sith, with a C. There we go. It's CIE 'TH. So it's almost Sith.
Sith Lords.
Sith. Now we have Obera, which is in Grand Pulse in 13 and 13.2, is one of the few urban areas visible on Pulse. It is the hometown of Obra Diavanelli and Obra Yongfang. Villagers from several different clans had settled in Obra and had all lived together in community, sharing their houses with the Fauci Anima as the village protector. After the war transgression, Obra was abandoned, left devoid of life, other than the Sith and other monsters. Daisuke Watanabe, the lead scenario writer for Final Fantasy XIII and 13.2, had explained in an interview that when the war ended, the environment on Pulse was in ruins and human survivors had no alternative but to leave, and this is how Obra became a ghost town. The village's outskirts are covered in a layer of snow-like crystal dust. Although it is not explained how the crystal dust came to be, it could be a result of Obra's proximity to Cocoon. So
Obra was a lot of people in Cocoon came from Oberus. I mean, that's Anima, it's Vanille, and then Fang. They, I think, became Lucille in Obera before all the other guys.
And yes, Box Girl voice acting did help with some of the names. God, they did. Got that right. Compared to the old games from 1 to 9 where there's no voice acting whatsoever. Yeah. Anyway, now we have the Fault Warrens, which is also in Grand Palace, and 13 accessed from the Arcalet Steppe all through the Hyrie Archipelagus. I don't know what this freaking word is made up of small areas connected by different routes accessible by completing optional missions from the Sith Stones. The Valsy Titan's throne is located here. So, yeah, which is really cool. And
Titan was pretty cool in this game. Like he's just basically like the kaiju's in
he's literally like he's just a giant kaiju. That's great because you gotta love kaijus. Who doesn't like kaiju? And then we actually have a dummied location, which is the 7th Arc, which is a dummied out location in Final Fantasy XIII. It was once considered to be downloadable if the DLC was to make an appearance in Final Fantasy XIII, and was intended as a location where Lightning and her companions would fight powerful enemies. It is an arc of Grand Pulse origin overseen by the Valsy Nemesis. It is meant to be accessed via a teleport gate in the Orphan's Cradle after completing the dungeon. It seems to be an exit point for the 7th Arc in the Narthric portal. The 3rd portal may have been intended as the entrance to the 7th Arc, but was changed to lead into the Narthric in the final game. The location is a remix of elements used in the 5th Arc. It is an alpha area and is not fully debugged. It's likely parts of the code were removed as it meant to be released as DLC, and the leftovers are for making the DLCs smaller in size. So now this doesn't exist. You can't play.
Was 13 the first? Was 13 the first Final Fantasy to have like DLC?
Yes,
because I know it was during that like age when everyone.
13 was the first FF game that had DLC because it was during the the 360 and the PS3 era where all games that were coming out got DLC.
Yep.
Because the Xbox Marketplace was a thing, the PlayStation Network was a thing, so. Yeah, all the games were getting DLC left and right. 13 had a lot of DLC. Between the 3 games, I mean. Not just 13 itself.
Oh, yeah. I got all
between
the
DLC. Between the 3 games, there was a lot of DLC for 13. And a lot of it was just like, here's item packs and cosmetics. That's pretty much what it was.
You get to dress Lightning up as Cloud, her male self.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah. You can get Cloud's outfit for Lightning, which is freaking hysterical. It is confirmed. Lightning was intended to be a female version of Cloud. Hence why her name is Lightning.
Yeah. Another fun thing is you can kind of compare her story to that of Thor. And she also gets her summon is Odin, and it's all the Norse things. So Lightning, god of... it all ties together.
Right? Isn't it great? And then, yes, Riku, they did have 360 avatar customizations for your avatar character for the Xbox 360, which, yes, I miss those. I actually miss having now you can download the 360 avatar client on the Xbox One and Xbox Series, but you don't really use it. And they do have an updated version on the Xbox One and the Xbox Series for the Xbox avatars. But the freaking marketplace sucks, and it doesn't really have anything good. To where, like, you go to the 360 marketplace, like, there was like, items you can get for your avatar from, like, almost every single game.
Dude, I had an Optimus Prime helmet on mine.
I had mine, like, looking like... I think something from Dragon Age or Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah, there had to have been a bunch of...
they had a bunch of stuff for that stuff. For RPGs, like, they had a huge bunch.
Because you can get it from achievements and stuff. You didn't even have to buy some of it.
Yeah, some was achievement. Some of it was achievement-based, and others were where you just buy with... It was like $2 for some item. And yes, Riku, like sending friends invites and seeing the full Dragonbone armor from Skyrim. Yep, that was a thing. Your avatar was on the homepage, and now you never see it. And then Mr. Evilist, PS5 themes are coming back to PS5. They are in a beta test with some testers, with people who are in the beta group. They're in there's some specific group program there is to test new updates, and themes are coming back. They did confirm. They showed that off in the beta test. So yes,
that.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, when they showed it off, everybody was like, oh, finally, because when PS5 came out and they got rid of the themes, it's like, that was the whole, like, that was honestly the best thing about PS4 is customizing your background and customizing the theme your PlayStation, and then they got rid of it.
And I hope we can keep all of the ones we had on PS4 and apply them.
I don't know.
At least some
don't
of
know too much about the new version of it. But all I know that yes, they did confirm themes are coming back, so which is nice. I mean, we have
the Butterfinger, Riku. I remember it being Butterfinger. They would have Tifa on the package.
Candy bar just for the Tifa 7 remake theme for PS4. That's awesome. All right, well, Butterfinger. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is Butterfingers. Yeah, I had a lot of themes on my PlayStation as well. But yeah, that's all we have on Final Fantasy XIII. So that's it. Fun stuff.
And it's linear straight to the end, just like the game.
Just like the game. Because it's so linear. But thank you, Archer, for joining me today. For subbing in for Trey and Steven, because life. I would say something else, but I'm not going to say it on here.
Yeah, it was fun. Back to the bar, boom goes.
Back to the bar. All right. So, yes, I would have been very bored alone. That is true. If I would have been doing this by myself, I would have just, done this next week. I called dibs on FF14.
They're all talking about 14 now since it's out.
Oh no, Dojo wants to join me on 14, which might be next week, so we'll see. But anyway, everybody, thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can find us on Twitter at FFLorecast, and you can email us at fflorecast@gmail.com.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. Zero tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.